This is going to be a short little instructional video using Rhino to design a 3D printable mold for vacuum forming to make a chocolate mold. Today we're going to draw in Rhino a candy mold that can be used to make chocolate molds. Now I've made some measurements ahead of time, and we're going to make a small mold with the word Samantha on it, which happens to be my granddaughter. And what we'll do is, first thing we're going to do is decide the outer perimeter. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the rectangle function, and we're going to put in the width of 165 millimeters, comma 45 millimeters. Okay, so now we have, that's the outside perimeter. And I know I want a standing wall, so what we'll do is we're going to go curve, offset curve, and we'll select this curve, and we're going to put in a distance of 5 millimeters, and that'll be to the inside. So now what we have is the size and the background of our candy mold. Alright, so this is really a pretty simple project. So what we're going to do now is put the letters in. So I go down to the text object, and the height is, let's see, 18. Yes, I've already set that to 18. I want the Arial font, okay, and I want a solid that's going to be 6 millimeters thick. So let's go. We'll type in the letters. Samantha, S-A-M-A-N-T-A-H-A, okay? So, and there's going to be solid. So what we're going to do is we'll put that right up in here, and we should be able to just put that right there. So now what we want is we want this outline in the background to also be 6 millimeters. So what we'll do there is we'll do a solid extrude planar curve straight, and we'll have that be 6 millimeters. Okay, now let's look and see what we've got. Okay, that looks pretty good right there, except we're not quite done yet, although we're real close. The Samantha is floating in the air, so what we need to do is we need to bring the background up to touch the letters. And how we're going to do that is we're going to do a solid, and we're going to extrude a planar curve straight, and it's going to be this outside curve, and oh, okay, well, let's go back a step, because I made a mistake. These letters are 6 millimeters high, and when I extruded the perimeter, I had the command in both sides of the original curve. So I have 6 millimeters above and 6 millimeters below. So let's do an undo all and get back of, okay, extrude curve. Okay, so that's the one that we did. So we'll take that off. Okay, so now we're back down to where we want to be. In fact, let's do it a little differently. Let's bring the background up, solid, extrude planar curve straight, and we'll bring that up. Oh, okay, see there? Both sides, we have to click that command so that it only comes up in one direction. And we want to come up 3 millimeters, okay? And then we've got one more thing to do, and that is to bring the sides up. So again, we're going to do solid, extrude planar curve, straight, that curve, and that curve. And we're going to go 6 millimeters. Okay, we're almost done. Wow, this is going pretty quick. So let's bring this up full screen so we can see what's going on. But we got one little job yet to do. All of the letters are separate. The outside perimeter is separate. And the background is separate. So what we want to do is we want to weld those together. Well, in Rhino, they call that a Boolean union. So we come over here and we get our two little spheres that says Boolean union. And now what we can do is we can highlight it all, hit the enter key, and now it's all together in one piece. Now let's render that to see what it looks like. Oops, let's get there. I find that it's easier to see things in red, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to go to the layer command and we'll move that to the red layer, okay? And then when we render it, to me it looks a little bit better. Easier to see. The lighting seems to highlight what's going on. Well, that's all there is to this step. The next step will have to be, and it'll be another video where we use my vacuum former to vacuum form a sheet of thin plastic over the top of this and leaving a negative of this object that we currently have in the thin plastic, and then we'll be able to pour the hot chocolate into that. Now, in the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pictures of those steps, not all the way and all the detail, but kind of the finished product, and we'll put that here. In a later video, I may do something with a very inexpensive vacuum former that I built. Actually, I built for a high school teacher friend of mine that wanted a vacuum former that was very inexpensive and the materials were inexpensive, and I think that'll make an interesting video. Okay, that's all for now. We have the part that came off the 3D printer. Looks pretty good. There it is with the vacuum forming over the top of it. That's the thin plastic ready for the chocolate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. Please like and maybe even subscribe to my channel. I enjoy making these videos. So have a nice day. See you next time.